All right, my wife brought home a filing cabinet from work that needs a little refinishing. I don't know what it was with companies going with this brown, kaopectate looking brown color on everything. This has got to be repaired. I think I can hammer that back down. Overall, this is in pretty decent shape compared to the bookcase that we got last time. There's a few dents that you can kind of see, but that's not gonna matter much. A little bit of surface damage, a little bit of something there we gotta buff out, but overall it looks fine. I took all the drawers out and the sliders. If anybody's ever wondering about that, you just lift up on the drawers when you slide them out and they come out of the sliders, and the sliders come out as you roll them out and lift them up. These are all in really good shape too, but we've got a plan for these. I'm gonna take all this stuff out and paint the drawers. We're gonna do 2 in red and 2 in yellow, again with the Mickey Mouse colors, and then black for the filing cabinet. That's the plan anyway. So yeah. All right, with that little plastic piece off of here, I can see what I can get to. These look like they just pinch and slide off. I'm not really sure about the mechanism though. I may have to dig more into that to get the mechanism undone. All right, well the 2 screws I took out were connected to the handle. That's up here now. That was holding that there. And then I was right, this right here just has pinch points that you squeeze to pull that off. This little slidey tab turned out to be a problem. I can't get it off. It looks like parts of this were put together and then pinch welded. I could take the spring off here, but then this thing just slides back and forth still, and you can't get it out of this area because it is in there. All this is connected. It won't come apart. There's no thing to undo. It's just pinch welded in there. So painting this is going to be a little different than I planned. I was planning on just painting all the metal the same color. Now, not so much. Now I'm thinking just the face. And when I do this part, I may undo the spring and then tape this off, spray one side, and then slide it back and spray the other side as best I can. But that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. The sides are probably I'm going to leave those the same. I had the idea of having like the full drawer be red or yellow because I thought that'd be kind of cool. And I don't know, I may still tape off sections and spray them. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and get this stuff kind of ready to be sanded. With the hardware off of here, I can do that. This right here, this little spring thing, like I said, you can just pull that off of there, and then this thing will slide one way or the other and stay, which is fine. I just don't want to lose that spring. Maybe I should take that out just for safekeeping so I don't accidentally lose it. Anyway, sometimes you have a little bit of something that you got to use a hammer for. Sometimes you got to give extra force. Sometimes it's all about direction. I'm gonna bang on this. All right, so hitting it with nothing behind it was kind of futile. So I got just a 2x4, held it on the inside, and just tapped it flat here. And you can see it's a lot better. So we're gonna call that part good. You know, any of this stuff I'm gonna sand, and when I paint it, you're not even gonna notice that. So I got the stuff off of there. I got this off of here. Oh, so I do need to JB weld these little slots. Otherwise you're gonna see these little holes here on all of these. And I don't wanna do it on a finished surface. I'll have to sand this first, but then I can do the JB weld on these and put that on there to harden. That way when I sand them, they'll be flat and you won't see those little holes. Yeah. All right, we're gonna start off. We're gonna hit this with some 120 grit and just give it a little sanding. All right, so I've sanded this all with 120. The worst of it was on the bottom, where obviously it was on the ground and it had a little bit of surface rust. But I was able to sand everything down, all sides. The shelves, I have just done the front on these. Not really certain if I want to do anything more than just the fronts on these, but went ahead and sanded those down, mainly because I can't JB weld these with that clear glossy stuff because it won't stick. But now that I've sanded those, I'll be able to do the JB weld on these, and I can go ahead and paint this black. Just need to clean it off. All right, this is the part that's going to be on the ground. I just sprayed this with some Flex Seal around the bottom. This is like a rubberized paint. It will harden and it will make it protected on this bottom part. But I'm gonna spray the rest of it with black satin Rust-Oleum. All right, like I said, black satin Rust-Oleum. This stuff works good. Okay, sprayed down with this Rust-Oleum black satin. This is from the bottom towards the top. Top is down there. I'm gonna let this dry out here for a little while. It's not rainy yet. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. While this is drying, enough to handle, I'm gonna come in here and use some JB Weld on these holes where I had taken that file part out. These holes here, there's 2 per thing here. So let's do that. All right, so we got the JB Welds, gonna mix it up, and then we'll put it on the drawers. So that was pretty easy. All I had to do was mix it up and spread it on the sides. And I went underneath and flipped it over and got the other side too. So we're gonna let this harden, and then we're gonna sand it, and then clean it and paint it. All right, I was able to flip it over and clean off the top. And I got my paint ready. I'm gonna spray the top, and I'm gonna hit these little spots here that you see from this angle. These have dried already and they look good, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this part too. All right, so I got them on here on some 2x4s, and I'm gonna let this JB Weld stuff harden overnight. It's turned dark, so I'm gonna let this harden. Tomorrow I can sand it and paint these. But so far so good. Not a bad first day. All right, this is dried all night. Now I'm going to sand these, get them flat. All right, so I figured out how to tape the little silver slidey piece, and then I taped off the poles, and then I had a cardboard box I was able to cut to kind of tape off that back slider part that won't come out. And I may be able to use that cardboard piece for each one of these because I moved them all towards the bottom. But I just need to tape off the others, wipe everything down again, and then I can probably paint. Yeah, let's do that. All right, I got them all taped off, and I got cardboard cut for each of them. Red and yellow. All right, we got a couple painted red, a couple painted yellow. I like the look of it. Imagine that inside the black cabinet. I think that'll look good. All right, so I flipped these over and I've sprayed to the other side too. I did realize I needed 2 cans of the paint. This yellow is actually called mango something. What's it called? Sweet mango. And then poppy red is the red that I went with for this. So, and I like the color of that. I think that looks Mickey Mouse-ish, don't you think? Anyway, I'm gonna let this dry. Once it dries, I can remove the tape and then slide the drawer the other side, and then spray that wall, the one on that side. So still have to do that, but we're getting there. All right, I put the slides back in here, like they should be. And I'm taking the tape off and putting the hardware back on the front. Who says you can't turn a filing cabinet into a Mickey Mouse filing cabinet? Huh? How about that? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Ooh la la. All right, we're gonna call this done. I like it. I like the look of it. I mean, of course you can change the colors, but I thought with the dark all around, it's kind of better to start with a light color on the top. And yeah, I dig it. My wife said she wanted a filing cabinet redone to look like it belongs to Mickey Mouse, and I think we've achieved that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope this helps somebody. I will say that the paint, I needed 2 cans of the yellow, 2 cans of the red, and 4 cans of the black to make sure the coverage was plenty. I do have some black left over, so maybe 3 cans of black. But I did the inside and the outside. That way when you look inside of it, it's not still that weird kaopectate looking color. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys.